I've recorded this video 6 times and I keep saying and just notifications going off in the background, the works. It's great. How are you? Hello. I misplaced my beard for the video. I just said again. This is gonna go great. It's this take or nothing. Just to let you know that I'm gonna be making YouTube videos again. Skyrocket has now gotten to a point where it's taking 60 to 70% of my time, and I've got long-term projects on the go. It's not just dive in, can you have a look at the cage yet? My control pressure regulator needs a rebuild, my Pierburg's playing up, whatever. It's nearly got myself then. Basically, it's long-term stuff, wiring, identifying a weird diff from the 70s on an old Yank truck, troubleshooting a Scirocco that I've put back together from being in paint that's just about to go back on the road, and you inevitably get problems with that. Stuff like that. I'm working on a wonderful little Austin Allegro at the moment that I love to bits, and the next step in that is going to be pulling the hydrogas units and getting those sent off for exchange and then reinstalling. That might be interesting. Don't know how well documented hydrogas units are, but we'll be doing that. There's going to be some carburetor stuff. There'll be plenty of that coming. I feel I owe you an explanation as to why I just sort of didn't make any more videos, because those later number of videos I was constantly harping on about doing a Pierburg rebuild and talking you through it, Cagetronic and all this stuff. Still very interested, but here's the problem. I've rebuilt so many Pierburg, this isn't a brag, it's just honesty. I've rebuilt so many Pierburg carburetors at this stage that I just know when something's out of spec. I look at it, or I measure it, or I listen to it, and I know something is not behaving the way it should. When you blow a carburetor to pieces and put a camera there, you have to explain every last piece of information about that. And people fast forward, don't pay attention, or they whinge that the video's too wordy, or that I'm rambling, whatever it is. I like to think I put information that you need and information that you need only in those videos I made. But it's impossible. To give you all of the information you could possibly need is going to make for either a very long video or a series of videos. It's going to take forever to make. And I still won't cover all the bases, because it was a universal carburetor for so many engines. The basic guts of that carburetor powered everything from an 1100 Vauxhall Nova through to, well, 1100 Vauxhall Nova is probably a bit of an over-exaggeration. They used a 1B3, but they were used on small cross-flow engines right through to the bigger stuff, everything in between, in multiple different iterations: manual choke, auto choke, with a wax stat, without a wax stat, a mechanical cold idle speed control, all of this stuff. And I physically couldn't. That's the bare bones of a Pierburg 2E2, right? Except it's not, because on a mechanical one, this isn't here. And none of this linkage system is here, because it doesn't need to be there, because it's a ratchet system like the old Beetle Solex carburetors had. Or the automatic choke will be a manual choke and a different assembly. I could explain to you about the routing of the lines. There's piles of stuff here. What am I doing with my life? Good lord. It's a bit of a mess, sorry. I had one around, there it is. I could explain to you about the routing of the coolant hoses, except some of them have got a coolant housing like that for the auto choke, which is completely different to the one that many people are used to. I cannot physically give you guys all the information you're going to need. So I've decided to do it on a case-by-case basis. If a Pierburg comes in, it's potluck. If a Pierburg comes in that needs a rebuild and it's got that choke housing with the ratchet in assembly for the fast idle, so be it. If it hasn't got that on it, you're shit out of luck. Wait for the next video. Just gonna have to be like that, I'm afraid. So I'm just it's going to be more of a general car channel. I must thank Car Throttle in one regard for this, because working with those guys, it like renewed my enthusiasm for working on cars on video again. I was quite content to just disappear under the bonnet and fiddle around until the car was fixed and send it on its way without having to justify my life to everyone. And then I'm like, it's nice to be able to help someone else out. If you can't afford to pay me to help you, then I may not be able to give you the same level of service, but my original mission statement for the channel still stands. Information that's freely available on the internet that some people might not be able to find for whatever reason shouldn't be restricted to them, especially if you need to get to work. So that's what I'm going to start doing again. Another notification. Here come the memes. It's 6:20. Everybody's home from work and they've had a beer, so the memes are coming. Anyway, rabbiting on, sorry, but what I'm saying is I'm very, very excited to start making videos again for you guys. I hope they're good. I hope they're interesting. There's not going to be a busting lot of budget behind it or editing or anything like that. It's me and my phone and a copy of DaVinci Resolve. And as you can hear from the ungodly noise in the background, a computer that's just barely capable of rendering a very, 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 very primitive video. So, but be nice to see you. Be nice to catch up. There's going to be K-Jet videos involved. I have a secret plan for my wife's Scirocco as well that could make for a fun series. I've always wanted to do a hurried, roadworthy car. Always have for donkey's years. And I've got a bit of experience of that recently. So, yeah, could be fun. There's a couple of other projects I'm doing at the moment as well that I can't give any more information about because they belong to other people. A couple of which are YouTubers. And there's nothing sinister going on there. It's just that they're making content about the car. Not Car Throttle related, by the way. They're making content about the car and the story of what happened. Car in trouble. Go to Kyle. Car fixed. That's the plan anyway. But obviously theirs is going to be a bit more narrative driven. It had this problem, we did this, we did that, fixed. Whereas I'll be more interested in the minutiae of it, but I can't do anything about that until we're down the road and finished with that. And then maybe months after it, if I ever get round to it, the stuff I filmed will probably then appear on the channel as a B-side, like a special feature on a DVD. Because I'm an old fart and I still watch DVDs. Anyway, I've talked at you for 8 minutes now. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Very, very much looking forward to seeing you guys again. I hope I've still got it. I really hope I've still got it. Any questions about anything? Just pop it down in the comments. Be good to start up a dialogue again. And thank you for anybody who, if there's any crosstalk between the two channels, I can't begin to tell you how much of a confidence boost it was to see all your nice comments on the Car Throttle videos as well. I did read them. I know I shouldn't have read them, but I did, because I think the world of those guys. Always have done. And you don't want to... It's not a nice feeling to feel like you're causing problems or getting under anybody's feet. So obviously you get a bit anxious about that, and you look it up, and mostly nice things, which was pleasant surprise. So yeah, anybody who is on here that is also on there and commented, thank you very much. Really did mean the earth to me. And I'll be honest, I think the confidence boost of that probably led me to this point doing the videos now. Skyrocket is a totally separate thing, but again, the confidence boost. There are times when you start a new business, you're like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I do this? This is a complete fuck up. I should just go back to my job. And then I read a comment where someone's like, Kyle saved the day there, or that was a good idea Kyle had there. And you go, I'm king shit round these parts. I can do what I want. I'm going to do Skyrocket. And you guys have kept me motivated. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm going to fuck off now, because that's been 2 more minutes of talking, which is not what we agreed, is it? Thank you very much. Take it easy. I'll see you soon.